Okay. Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
It is 9th of November.
Yep. And this is sadly our last episode of the semester because,
Yes.
finals.
Last week of classes.
Yep.
Exam week. Whew. So much. So much.
Let's not discuss that at the moment, even though, we're
No.
like A+ students in this
Absolutely.
house.
Absolutely.
So,
And another reminder, the title of the show doesn't mean we're some smart students, not at all. It is a play on words. The A could mean absolutely anything.
literally.
Amazing, annoying, average, just screaming. Who knows?
Yeah,
Our choice. I would like to begin today's show because there's a lot on my heart.
There's a lot in my heart,
There's
too.
a lot in my heart. Girls, whew.
Child, let me take this
Heartbreak. Lots of stuff. Over exams, anxiety,
Definitely.
the indecency of other people, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That is okay.
It doesn't matter that some of us are still lonely, even though, we've been stuck in the house for how long?
It's truly, and to get to what you just said, knowing very well, yes, because it's school, it's college, everyone's busy. For some reason, everybody's like busy, like really, really busy.
In the middle of a pandemic?
We're not calling it sus, but
at this point, in the middle of a pandemic, should be on a t-shirt. It should be on a t-shirt. It should be merch.
Exactly.
The people who made the Zoom University merch, y'all need to put in the middle of a pandemic as a t-shirt. That's a great merch idea.
Respect to teachers.
And if y'all don't listen, we'll trademark it. Who knows?
Exactly.
Okay.
Respect to teachers, respect to nurses, to all of those who are not shown enough love. I wish you all the best, all the joy that this world does not offer, because that phrase, I wish you the world, you deserve the world. Boy, sweetheart, the world isn't enough for anyone, truly. So, yes, people have priorities. It's like, yeah, who knows what it means to be ghosted or left on red or
Definitely.
left undelivered or what other reason? Because it could be coming up from, they don't know how to respond or they are legitimately busy.
Yeah, the amount of times I've been left on red I get that sense of like, am I annoying? Am I coming off too hard?
Overthinking. But there's both sides. Both the person who's being left overthinks, but also the one leaving the person on red overthinks, can be like, what am I doing wrong? Besides that, priorities. Is someone prioritizing my company, my time, my friendship, my love? What does it mean to love unconditionally? What are your thoughts?
When it comes to loving someone unconditionally, I just really hope it's like you really care about that person and that you're really in love with them. That both of you are mutually in love with each other. I'm gonna roll my sleeves up for this one.
Same here.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
But it's like kind of tough, especially now with this pandemic. It's like tough to find love and everything because we're all trying to stay safe, but then also at the same time, we're all on campus and we're all hanging out with each other and stuff.
Yeah.
There's bound to be something going on with somebody.
Who knows? Who knows? But me, everyone's on their phone. So why do people have the audacity to do these things while being on their phone most of the time? Who knows? Priorities again. One time, I don't remember exactly when or who it was. I stumbled upon one of them TikToks that really got to me, that like got to my heart. I was like, oh, wow, I see what you're doing, God, the universe, trying to, okay.
Is it like one of those TikToks with like the slow down audio and it like gets you in your feels or something?
Sort of like, let me read you because I wrote it down with my fancy little handwriting. Let's bring it close to the camera. Ooh, look at that. That is my handwriting when I actually care. But what most of my teachers and professors get, chicken scratch.
Let's be honest, all my work is chicken scratch at times. I feel it. It's mainly because my laziness and stuff. Go ahead.
Enough stalling on my half. A love letter to the one that was not loved. You weren't asking for too much. You're not just a headache. You are warmth and grace, peace and tranquility. You are serene, meaning and empathy, deep connection and vulnerability. My dear sweet love, you carry the capacity for such a selfless, giving love. So generous, you throw yourself aside. And you did. But my love, this is not love. Love is not meant to empty or drain you. It is meant to sustain you, to fill your cup. The way you pour your love without thinking what's left in your cup. My love, fill your cup. Love your love. You weren't asking for too much. I swear you were just asking to be loved.
Wow. That's. I'm like at a loss. There are no words.
Yeah, I was like, girl. To all those people out there who know that feeling, who could relate to it so strongly. There's this quote from Mother Teresa. I forgot it as time passed, but it was like, the good things you do in a day, a person will forget tomorrow. Do good anyways. You will be hated and forgotten. But forgive anyways. And then it repeats that similar notion. So I hope that's what unconditional love means. Because even for parents, you know, your mother loves you, your father loves you, hopefully. Who knows? Brother, sister. The pain they give their children is not, it's indirect, it's subconscious. They don't want to do it, but you know.
I mean, yeah.
It's the lack of communication that brings more pain. Like, I really noticed the trends of crushes that I had in my lifetime. And I do have, because I'm too romantic. All my friends know. There are like 3 things that I talk about. Either culture, identity, and love.
Definitely.
Primarily love. I'm a very romantic person. I'm just like, I want to be held. I want to be held.
Honestly, same. It's like
so much.
I felt like over this weekend, I like gotten to know somebody a little bit more better and kind of feel a little bit of a connection, but it's like, it's kind of tough to think.
Yeah.
You're kind of in love with that person, but you're not real. But you're kind of in love with that person, but not in the sense that you're usually in love with somebody. Like,
yeah.
I usually like have crushes on people just because I need satisfaction or like something. But but like with this one person, I felt like it was a deep emotional connection a little bit. From like my end.
One-sided. Back in high school when I was taking chemistry, like I was full on being like, you know what? I could be a doctor. I could go into the medical field. Then I took chemistry. I'm like, nah, Never mind. Mm-mm. Something that I still remember from taking that class is covalent bonds. Polar and nonpolar. Polar with a hydrogen and oxygen. One does more. One does most of the work, and one receives more. It's not balanced. As for nonpolar covalent, that's balance. I'm like, that's what I want. I want it to be mutual on both sides. Mutual on both sides.
That's definitely what I want to see, like mutual love at least.
Mm,
Not just my one-sided love.
exactly. I have a question to the people out there, to people in the world who don't spend their lifetimes, their adolescence, their childhood, their adulthood, indulging in notions of love, longing for love, romance, focusing so much on what it means to have a connection. Like, sure, I need a sustaining job. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I need a home. I need to pay
Definitely.
bills. But deep down inside, I'm like, nah, I don't really care. So it kind of confuses me. To those people, and especially to for many reasons, people aren't that interested on gaining someone's affection or
Mhm.
wanting something from someone unselfishly.
I feel like people just sometimes date to date, but not because y'all have like a connection or any chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing I definitely want in like my partner, to be honest, whether it's like, oh, I have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or somebody, it really doesn't matter. But as long as we love each other unconditionally and
Mm-hmm.
we trust each other and we're loyal, that's what I kind of expect.
Yep.
Like
Mm.
us being together because we really care about each other and not like we're only using each other just to get satisfaction or something.
Yeah.
Or just to like do it for the heck of it.
Mm. I also heavily blame books, poetry, songs, movies, TV shows,
We could definitely discuss like
Disney.
the amount of love seen like on media, especially.
Why? Yeah, you're just shoving it in our faces
You're kind of
at
like
such a young age.
you're
Prince Charming.
you're definitely shoving it in our faces a lot.
Mm.
Yes, it's cute to
Yes,
look
it's
at
cute.
certain couples and just be like, oh. But at times it's like you're pulling a couple on us almost like every episode.
Mm-hmm. Like, what does that do to someone's mind? What does it do to the way people perceive the world?
Mm-hmm.
And the toxic things that they truly teach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it bothers me so much. It bothers me so much.
Like the
And I'm
amount of
also
like the amount of toxicity you see like when it
exactly.
comes to relationships.
Mm.
Like toxic relationships are going back to each other, feeling like you're living Ashanti song foolish, like for real.
Yeah.
Cause I keep on running back to you.
Nah. Like, ooh. One of the tropes is a persistence being the mask of desperation. A guy just pushes so much stuff on a girl. Or, being in the friend zone, how that term was coined by Ross from the show Friends. And now it's in our vocabulary, that thought of being in the friend zone, that, oh, I'm disappointed because the person doesn't like me back. Isn't that a bit unhealthy, though, to see the love interest eventually falls for this desperation?
I mean, it definitely seems crazy. Like you're desperate to love somebody.
It's a little suspect. It's a little questionable.
It's questionable.
It's very questionable.
And then like some couples on TV, like one person really doesn't like the other person.
And then how come?
But then suddenly they end up getting together.
And you know how many hopeless romantic high school kids, teenagers, adults are just like, eventually he'll love me, eventually she'll fall for me. No.
Like people think that they're gonna find their own like their own Archie and Veronica, like their own freaking Corey and Topanga, or like Eli and Claire or something. But it's like, y'all, I don't think y'all will ever live that fantasy, but you could keep on fantasizing.
It's all fantasy.
Like sometimes love, it is crazy.
Also, everyone has their own individual and definitions of love, opinions. So ours is ours, and yours is yours.
Like,
and that's also a big difficulty. People trying to relate to each other when they have different
opinions and stuff.
Yes. Then what is your favorite romance movie? Favorite love story? Because I got a few movies of my own that I'm like all the time.
At the moment, I definitely love The Half of It.
Okay.
Like that was like one of the only like love stories that I've seen in recent that I really loved. And didn't like fully dissect the thing, oh, this relationship is toxic or whatever.
Yeah. Alice was a fantastic director. Her other movie is Saving Face back in like the early 2000s, who's also was co-produced by Will Smith. Fun fact. If you ever want to Google that movie, it's free on those pirated websites. Delicious.
It's probably on Soap Today or something. I don't know.
Absolutely. With The Half of It, sure, they do come together in the end. For me, the main theme was friendship. Friendship, forgiveness, acceptance. I'm like, yeah. We need more of that.
We definitely need more of that.
We need more things of, platonic.
Like there was something interesting about that movie as well. Like, what was the description of the movie again?
The description of the movie. I do not remember. It
was a good movie, though.
It was a good movie.
Like, I first saw it because of, like, the Queer Straight Alliance had it for, like, a movie night that they planned. It was, like, through Zoom and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like we definitely need more platonic relationships like that.
Yes,
like,
please.
That kind of representation.
That will do my heart more justice because we are the product of our environment, and our generation at such young age, not only having Disney Channel, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Boomerang, etc. We had YouTube. We had the internet. And whatever people we watched, Shane, oopsies, never mind. No. Jenna Marbles, she's good. Accountability.
Miss her.
But all of those things, seeing all those YouTube couples, prank versus prank, they were so good together.
I'm still devastated. I still get devastated about the breakup, like, almost every other day.
But, like, seriously, surrounding ourselves with so much things, I'm like, will I be happy? Why is it I continuously angst to be loved? And I understand very well one of the reasons is what I surround myself with. So, what you're saying of more platonic, more self-love journeys in TV shows, media, movies, yes, please. That's what I want. That is what I want to see.
Definitely.
Hmm. It's crazy. I guess
Is there any like love stories that we should like talk about, like our own stories with love?
I need to think a little bit, but if you would like to share first some things, you don't have to go too in depth, but little
It's
examples that come.
it's like me looking at like a bunch of couples on social media and then seeing a bunch of couples like outside of campus and even on campus.
I'm like, bro, it's Corona,
It's
it's
kind of
COVID.
like
How?
it's kind of like A, we're in the middle of a pandemic, but B, it's like I kind of want that special someone.
Mm.
It feels like really tough and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in all honesty, like I had like my fair share of crushes in like middle school and high school. Did I
Mhm.
successfully date anyone? No.
Nah, bro, I'm so familiar with rejection. I don't care. It's the judgment and lack of intention that gets me. It's all about respect. I value to make sure people are comfortable around me.
Yeah,
But
like,
with that fear of making someone uncomfortable, I don't do anything.
that's why I kind of get nervous whenever I'm talking to people and stuff,
Mm.
especially like now when talking to like my friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I constantly ask them, "Am I annoying you? Am I doing something wrong? Are
Mm.
you getting bored or something?"
Uh,
Because I try to make sure everyone. Because I try to make sure that people are comfortable at least.
mhm.
Like we're both being comfortable and stuff. Like we're comfortable with our conversation and the topic at hand and stuff.
Yes.
Because I don't want to like make anyone feel uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Seeing someone's face smile and blush and laugh, I'm like, great. And again, it's no one's responsibility to make anyone happy
Yeah.
or to make you happy. It's no one's responsibility to achieve happiness. Yes, you can make someone laugh, smile, all those hormones, all those
Yeah.
happy feels. But absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do you have, since literally everything's online, everyone's on their phone?
Yeah. I'm literally like chatting with friends and stuff. And
Yep. Meeting people online. Or if you even want to go down the road of online dating, because
online dating has definitely changed.
what do you mean by that?
Like it's more of like apps, and then there's more of like there's a bunch of like I feel like it went from being a place to connect with people, but it felt like more of a place to like expose your misogyny or expose your racism, colorism.
We have personal examples.
Like on the app Grindr, there's like a bunch of people who are like no fast, no femmes, no Asians, any of that. It's like it's dumb because it's like, why are you basing your preferences off of something that they can't change about themselves? Like it's not their fault that they're black or like Asian or Hispanic. It's not their fault that they have a little bit of like body fat or something. It's not their fault that they act feminine or masculine.
Preferences are weird. Preferences and types.
Especially now with like hookup culture.
Our generation, no such thing as authentic.
There's no more like getting a cup of coffee and just like having a decent conversation.
And even if that were to happen, having a wholesome time with someone, it only lasts for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's always 2 weeks.
I don't think there's any like commitment, to be honest. But there probably is some commitment at least.
Who knows? I really have not a whole lot of experience.
Like now we're like, I'm kind of getting desperate when it comes to finding love.
Desperation.
Like I'm this close to getting a dating app.
Boy.
Dating apps. Being single probably has like lowered my self-esteem a bit, maybe.
Hmm.
And like I truly have feelings for people at times, but I don't know if they have feelings for me back, like in a romantic sense.
It's like, yeah. In the quietest of hours, I'm thinking to myself, is my interest because I want to be saved from all of this terrible, terrible world that we live in, or my own dreams of the future or failure that it might not happen? Because I guess all those little things could be seen as selfish.
Yeah.
Something more well intentioned. Just tell it to me straight. Tell it to me straight. Whether or not you don't like me or you like me, that's it. This time I will respect it and leave it alone.
Like I would definitely respect you if you didn't have like feelings for me or something.
When there's vagueness, though. When there's vagueness, when there's a maybe, when there's a I don't know, when another answer could be not right now. What does that mean?
What does it mean?
What does that mean?
Like just answer the question, like no, please.
Leaving me in limbo? No, thank you. No, thank you.
I felt like I've been left in limbo a couple of times at
So
least.
many times. So many times. And also, we're young. We're only college kids.
Yep.
But with anyone that pass our story, that will be a chapter in our books.
Mm-hmm.
They're still there. And they're still there. The people that we meet, our college friends, whether or not they're our lifelong buddies or just people that we knew once, their value doesn't change. Yep, their value does not change. I guess I'm also I get that feeling of desperation that you're talking about. Because I'm like, you know what? For the past 3 semesters, because I am a sophomore, can't believe this one's over so soon.
Definitely.
Because of all the heartbreak I experienced in high school. Because I a fair share from my own disappointment. Never been in a proper relationship before. Never. I have some hope left in me. But I'm like, I don't want to mess up stuff on my own campus.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a small school. Iona's tiny.
It really is.
The word gets around. I don't want that business on my heart.
Mm-hmm.
But getting on the dating apps, I'm like, I'm just screwing over a good portion of Manhattan for me.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts. It hurts. Also, friendship too, being patient.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I'm definitely trying to get patient with like my friendships and stuff.
Because you never know what happens.
Because how even if I like somebody and they don't like me back, I still want to at least keep up a great friendship. Maybe like you could become like we could be like best friends and still not have a relationship.
Things could develop into more.
Like they could be like your best friend, your brother, your sister for life.
That is true. If you could talk to your celebrity crush, what would you tell? What would you ask them?
Is it hard for you to date somebody that isn't of like your status? And how hard is it for y'all to keep your relationship private from the public, from the media?
Because we're all human. We are all human. No need.
Because it's like I know y'all are trying your best to keep it private. And then with the amount of fans making speculations and stuff all over social media, it's like, how do y'all do it? How do y'all try to deflect it? How do y'all try y'all best to make sure nobody knows, or unless y'all ready to say so?
Yep. I remember when you were telling me about your happy place.
Mm-hmm.
And that's comforting. That is very comforting. Do you guys have happy places? It doesn't have to be like a literal place you go to that makes you happy, but in your imagination to describe serene peace. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Ouch. I just remembered. What did you do this weekend? Because I have quite a story.
All right. So what I did this weekend was help out the Iona players with their murder mystery.
Very involved man.
Yep,
Continue.
I'm very involved. I helped out with the stage crew and stuff, and I even helped write the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely gonna get tested tomorrow because it was like a bit of a capacity. Like there were a bunch of people there, and I'm a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
So it's definitely great to get tested. Like make sure you guys get tested and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then, like, in all in all, it's like great to like hang out with people and like also getting to meet new people and feel like you're a part of a collective.
Yes. Community, family.
Cause like this semester for me has been tough.
Mm-hmm. It's been tough on everyone.
It's been tough on everyone, especially me as a freshman. And I know a bunch of my freshmen out here watching this or watching the replay of this. I know y'all probably are suffering the same thing. Like to those that are not like on a sports team or in a certain club or something. I know some of y'all are probably like out there wondering who are gonna be like my friends or whatever. And like I kind of don't want to only just have a great education, but also a great community.
Mm-hmm. Building connections.
Mm-hmm. Like shout out to the players for like giving me an open space to like hang out and like meet people and even help out with their productions and stuff.
Yes. And also, hey, nothing wrong with being alone. Loneliness and being alone are two different things. My glove just squeaked.
Yes, it
Two
did.
different things. And self-care. Take yourself on a date.
I mean, I was definitely doing some self-care last night. I took a hot bath, like had the milk bath thing with the shea butter, like dipped into the thing.
Moisturization's important.
I mean, even though it like wetted my phone and then I had to put it in the rice for like a half hour. But you know, still self-care.
Sometimes, yeah. Moisturization's important. Like everyone, get yourself some lotion. Bit weird, but hey, you know. But man, was it gorgeous this weekend? Isn't this weather phenomenal? It's probably going to be raining eventually.
Yeah.
Because good things don't last forever, darling.
We were going from like a mood of listening to The Climb or something, and then like Wednesday is just going to be like rain on me. Like rain on me, tsunami, whatever.
Mm-hmm. No, it's going to be... It's this weekend. This weekend.
At least there's like Gale Fest that is coming up this week.
Yes.
There's gonna be like food trucks and stuff. Giveaways this week. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really wanted to come on campus early just to get that giveaway because want some free swag.
Free stuff, but is it really free since we're paying tuition? The word's pretty. I like the word free.
Mm-hmm.
I like the word free.
And definitely I'm definitely excited to like go to the field and stuff and like watch movies and stuff. Like they're playing Elf, I'm assuming, and Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, one of the scenes in Elf. I guess one of my childhood crushes was Zooey Deschanel, but not for New Girl, but for Elf. That was like, oh gee, Zoe has my heart for sure. Will, good boy. He's a good boy. The scene where they go on a date and then the Frank Sinatra song, "You Make Me Feel So Young," and they go roller skating. I'm like, gosh darn. And then he goes in for a kiss. And then she's like, "You missed." And then they get, and I'm
yo.
I hate it here. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's okay. When we get back, we don't need to celebrate Valentine's Day.
No.
Let's celebrate it being February.
Yeah. Black History Month.
Absolutely. Yeah. Taking care of yourself is a big important thing.
Self-care is like a great thing to also like talk about and stuff.
Self-care. Making sure you're safe too as you're doing it.
Yeah, like
Because
make sure you get tested and stuff for COVID in case of anything. And then like also like make sure you feel okay with yourself. Like you feel happy with yourself.
check in how you truly feel. Allow yourself to feel your feelings. Allow yourself to feel your feelings. Of course, when you're comfortable.
Yeah, at
'cause
least like
don't cry on the subway.
mhm.
Don't cry on the train. Haven't done that. Oops. Never
Mm-mm.
mind. Never mind. I did take myself on a cute little self-care date yesterday.
I almost cried at the train station on Saturday as well because it was like, it's taking forever. It's taking forever for the train to get here. So go on about your self-care date. What was it about?
It was the day began so beautifully. Gorgeous, you know, going by myself, listening to my audiobooks, being like, man, hope does exist somewhere. Somewhere it exists. Got to do all the things I always wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Roosevelt Island, take the tram, go on the ferry to Queens, to Long Island City. But like, I'm a fool most of the time. Maybe like 80% of the day, I'm a fool. I'm a silly little clown.
Boo boo.
Silly little clown. I didn't get myself lost. Believe that. So I'm good. I'm safe. As you see, I am here.
I remember like getting lost at times at some places sometimes.
Anytime I go to the city with my friends, they're just like, where are we? We just missed our stop. This is a very questionable neighborhood. I'm like, we're fine.
I definitely remember like getting lost.
It's all good.
I definitely remember getting lost, like walking all the way home from Fordham U for like my high school football game. It was like hard because it was like I was trying to catch the bus after like drinking after getting Starbucks like by the campus and stuff.
Yeah. But yesterday I didn't get lost. But what I did lose, other than my dignity, was my ticket and metro card.
Ooh.
So
I thought you were gonna say like your brain cells or something.
Woo.
Maybe it was my brain cells that were lost.
I lost my, cause I normally get a round trip ticket, so I don't gotta stress later, and like get it with a metro card, so I have a few rides. I got the cheapest one that has only 2 because I was already planning to be responsible. But when I realized I lost my stuff, I'm like, oh, no. That's not what we're going to do. It was cute. It was beautiful at first. Walking, there are so many dogs by Long Island City in Queens. So many dogs.
Yeah.
So many fluffy dogs. I'm like, I wish that were me. Not on a leash. No, I don't want to be trapped by a master.
No.
But yeah, anywho. Let me retract that statement.
Yes.
Dogs though. I still had another ferry ride because ferries are pretty cheap. It's only $2.75.
Really?
For one way for a ferry. So I bought myself another ticket.
I'm definitely thinking of like going to the ferry to go to Staten Island to like meet my friend Meg.
I did go to Staten Island. So from Queens, I went down to Wall Street because that's where the Staten Island ferry is. Went to Staten Island, got myself some Shake Shack by the Empire Outlets. It was cute. It was legit. But I also was like, my silly thought was my credit card wouldn't have the location of what Shake Shack it would be, but whoopsies. So my mother caught me. She was like, what are you doing out in Shake Shack in Staten Island? I'm like, I'm with friends. I'm improving. I am improving. I normally have a lot of alibis. And she knows I'm terrified of her. My parents know I'm scared of
Yeah.
him. But I'm working on it.
Mhm.
I truly am working on it.
Mm. Okay, so like for my self care, like like yesterday, like last night,
Yeah.
I was like bored at home, but then I was like, we're close to, and then I was sitting there and I was like, it's about to be final soon. You better relax, do something, and then I'm like, let me take a relaxing bath.
Mm.
Put on Positions by Ariana Grande. That's a great
Mm.
album to listen to, like just relaxing or whatever.
Yes.
Something fun, something for the summertime, even though we're like in fall.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I was like relaxing and stuff, and I was like really happy, and it was like, I could finally relax now
Mm.
after the stress of the semester.
I'm
But
happy
then,
to hear that for
but
you.
but then like the water like got out, some of the water got out of the tub. I splashed some of it, and then it got into my phone. So then I had to put it in reverse for like a half hour.
Reality sets in all the time.
Exactly.
Reality sets in quite quick. And the moment reality set in for me,
I was like, no, please,
Ooh,
no,
nah.
don't have it messed up. And then I'm just like mopping the floor and then like shaking it. It's like, don't mess it up, please.
Don't mess it up.
Please, please.
Don't mess it up. Whew, the moment of realization. I got connections in the city, sort of, from people that I met all over, the Tinder, the Tinders. Because those folks who go to NYU or any city school, they got the privilege to not use Metro cards. They got the stuff on the phone. So even though I was low-key ghosted,
they could like have the Ubers or the stuff and whatever.
I was low-key ghosted, but since I was in a predicament, since I needed help, legitimately, I needed help. I called, respond, help came.
I almost had the feeling of like asking somebody to like Uber me to like to the train station or something, or like Uber me home. Because it was like the train on Saturday was taking forever because of something that happened in like Port Chester.
Yeah.
And I was like there for like almost 2 hours.
2 hours.
Like 2 hours. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are like your plans for after the semester?
After the semester.
Before we come back in February.
Really continue to work on myself. Take the time to really see all the stuff that happened this semester. Grow from it, learn from it.
But there's a lot of stuff that happened this semester.
Yes.
Like, I mean, there was like some fun things that happened. Like OSD.
Absolutely.
OSD gave us a bunch of great things. Like a live stream where Roxy Andrews, like one of my favorite drag queens from Drag Race. And then like there was like stuff that Gab gave us, and then it was fun. And then like players event like on Saturday, that was cool too. And like getting to like meet new people as well was amazing too.
Yeah. Meeting new people. There were a lot of good things.
Even though we did have that 2-week lockdown. Yuck.
And now we're back.
We're back for like another 2 weeks.
Another 2 weeks.
Actually 3 weeks because it was, wait, how many weeks has it been? Anyways.
Anywho, to quickly close my story, why my beautiful day ended up in disappointing heartbreak.
Shambles.
Shambles,
like
yeah.
Naomi Shambles.
But it was still fun, because at the end of the day, you are with yourself. And I find a way to comfort me is communicate with my younger self, saying to her, Allison, I love you. I will always love you. And I forgive you for everything that you've ever done. Because, sure, it's probably for dreaming someone to say that to me. Even though the reality is not, all by myself, like Celine Dion. Like Celine Dion.
It's like no with the heart emoji. It's like you're all by yourself. Definitely like Celine said.
Gotta tell yourself you love yourself. Gotta tell yourself you love yourself. But if you do have the privilege of someone beside you, give thanks. Have gratitude.
Yeah, especially since like we're coming back right when Valentine's Day is about to approach, and I'm just sitting here like, Where's my special someone?
Mm,
It's not like that I'm desperate or anything.
we are not desperate people. Just kidding. We are.
We could be desperate.
It could be worse.
It could be worse.
It could be much worse. It could be much worse. Well, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, and those in between, and those transitioning, everyone truly, all the creations of the universe and ancestors.
Yes, to all the ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary folk out there.
Please don't regret or doubt awkward silence. Do not find yourself uncomfortable around those who care about you or show some care. You know, accept the way things are, but don't lower or higher your expectations. Find a sense to see good in everything, but also have the boundaries to not accept things you do not want.
Yeah. Make sure you have consent. There's consent between the both of y'all.
Everyone.
Like, make sure there's consent.
Mhm.
Like, y'all are comfortable. Like, nobody's feeling really uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Because uncomfiness is, like, a struggle.
It is.
Especially since we're, like, in the middle of a pandemic and, like, people, like, emotions are rising.
Yeah.
Anxiety is rising.
Ooh, respect all those who respect you. Anywho, beloved, hope everyone got a nice winter break.
Hope happy Thanksgiving.
Survive, thrive.
Merry
for the end of the
Christmas.
semester.
Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Hope
New
everyone.
Year's.
Happy Boxing Day to our Canadian viewers.
Mm.
Hey, sisters from the north or whatever.
Wish you well.
It's been fun, and we'll be back next
We will be
semester.
back. We will not say goodbye.